Wanting to know as a new realtor how you can generate 20 plus new leads every single week? Watch to the end of this video and I will walk you through step by step how you can make this happen on a consistent basis. Thank you so much for being here. For more tips on how to use technology to grow your real estate business, then please click on the subscribe button below and hit the bell to be notified of when I post a new video every single Wednesday. I run Facebook ads within our office all the time, and I also teach a course on generating leads just through Facebook ads for other realtors, and we are consistently on a daily basis getting results all the time. Okay, so first place we are going to start, you can see I'm at my main Facebook page. I just logged in. This is my Facebook feed. First thing you want to do is you do want to create, if you don't already have one, you can go to your ad account here on the left-hand side. You can create an ad account and make sure you have to have an actual business page. Here's my business page, Shawn Bell Century 21. You have to have one of those created before you can even start to run ads. You cannot run ads with a personal profile. So if you need any more help with this, just let me know. But once you do have your ad account set up, you can go ahead, click on your ads manager, and for mine, you're gonna see right off the start, there's a bunch of ads that we have ran, but yours may be blank. So if you're wanting to start generating some leads, we're gonna want to create a new ad. So click on create. First off, we need to talk about the special ad category. You have to check that off when you are running ads for generating leads. When you very first time run these ads, this may not show up. Like I said, I do, I've said before in prior videos, I teach a course on this, and I've had some people in my course where when they set up an ad for the first time, this special ad category is not showing up. So sometimes you have to kind of create a mock ad, and then eventually your ad may get declined, and then this will show up after. So don't sweat it, but for some of you, this may be up there already. And you have to select this, because if you're speaking about credit, employment, or housing, this has to be checked. There's some certain things you cannot target now when running an ad. Facebook's so darn smart, it knows who to show your ad in front of. So don't be concerned about this. We're actually still getting the similar results to what we were before they came out with this special ad category. So make sure to check that. And then as you can see, you've got your different options. You want to have it selected on housing. Now, it asks what your main goal is. We are wanting leads. So make sure you click on lead generation. Now you can name this, just so that I remember which one this is. I'm just going to write it as a test, but you can call it whatever you're wanting to call it, so you've got something to reference to. You can do split testing. I never do turn this on. I run all different ads separately, and don't worry about it. Now you can select a budget of how much you do want to spend. So maybe you just want to leave this ad running all the time and you just want to spend so much a day, or maybe you're only wanting it a certain amount of time and you want a certain budget. So normally I do select lifetime budget, just because I like to play around with different ones and figure out different ads that work best for me. So you can do either or, but say for the purpose of this video, let's do lifetime budget, and let's just do $50 for now. So then it's got a different campaign bid strategy. I always just leave it at this, and your ad scheduling, run ads all the time. Don't worry about changing it. You can change it if some people want to have your ads run on certain schedules where it only runs Tuesdays at a certain time. Don't worry about it. Just leave it on all the time. So nothing you need to mess with there. So once you continue, you can see we've changed from the first one was campaign. Now it's going to ask us what we want our ad set to be. And then after that, we're going to create our actual ad. So you can have a campaign and you can have different ad sets under it. And then you can have different ads under those ad sets. So they're just kind of like a branch that you got to think of, that they go down from each other. So now that we're in ad set, we can name it again if we want. Which Facebook page you want to do this on? I've got multiple, so it lets me change, but I do want to advertise it on this one. If you're doing this for the first time, it will have some terms and conditions that you have to accept. Dynamic creative, I just always leave that off. Catalog, we don't have to worry about because we're not selling a certain specific product. And now this is where you pick who you want to show your ads to and where they are. So right now it's set to Canada. That's not going to work for me because I don't sell everywhere in Canada. For the purpose of this video, let's just let's pick a city. I'm in Canada, so let's say Calgary. That's in my province. So I click Calgary, Alberta. So right now it shows me the distance where this ad is going to be shown, and I can change that, and then I can bump it up to however large of an area I do. I like to keep it smaller just to keep it more compact. I find the more niche down of an audience, the better results I'm going to have. This is something we used to be able to change before, but now because of the special ad category, this has to stay as it is. Again, like I said, don't sweat it. Basically, Facebook's smart enough. It knows everything that it needs to do. Within the languages, you can change here. I mean, usually I'm safe where I'm advertising, but you can put to English because I mean that's the only language I speak. Now, for some details, this is where you want to narrow in on more people that are likely to respond to real estate ads. So you can start typing things like interests of real estate. There is real estate broker. I would not select that because this ad's just going to be more shown to other realtors, and this ad is not for other realtors. Now, because I typed real estate, it still will to show to some realtors, but again, that's fine. Real estate will, or Facebook will learn as it goes on whether this ad is good or not, and notice that realtors aren't clicking on it. They may change it up. If you're doing certain lists like foreclosed homes lists or anything like that, well, maybe you want to do real estate investing or development. Even things like mortgage calculator. Zillow is a popular one, so people who are interested in Zillow. Trulia is another one. So you can select things like that, put them in there. If you did want to narrow your audience more, you could have it selected saying people who like this and this. Right now, it'll just be if there's somebody interested in real estate and nothing else on here, it'll show the ad to them. But I can maybe say, I only want to show this ad to people who are interested in real estate and interested in Zillow. And I can do that. I can narrow my audience. But for now, just going to leave it like that. I always like to change from automatic placements to manual placements. Now, it depends on who you speak to. I have spoken to Facebook marketing people before. I've been on a call with them, had many discussions. Some of them recommend automatic, but you got to remember if they are automatic, with some of our ads we run, they're not going to show up properly on other, on certain feeds. So I like to put this to manual. I like to go the Instagram feed and the Facebook news feed. And I take everything else out because I find that's where I'm getting most of my activity is people are in those areas. Or if you have automatic selected, it's going to place your ad in the area where it's going to get the most clicks. So if you're somebody, if you're on Facebook and Facebook knows you spend most of your time in the Facebook marketplace, it's going to show the ad to you in the Facebook marketplace. But like I said, if it's shown in that area and the there's some of these with the streams or whatever where it just has a banner for the ad, it's just not going to show up properly. So that's why I have mine curated for the news feeds when I'm running my ads. So I just concentrate on that, and I still get amazing results. So I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to leave it just like that. You can change some different things here that I do not. I don't do it. Just leave them because again, Facebook's smart enough to know. When do you want to start this? Let's say I want to start this on March 25th, and we want it to run for 1 week. So we'll go to April 1st. Now, I do recommend running at least for a week because then it just gives time for the algorithm to learn and know what it needs to do. So there's that. Let's go continue. Now it's going to bring you into the actual ad. So once it's loaded here, there's my Facebook page. It says, hey, what Instagram account do you want this connected to? Because you did say you want to run this in the Instagram feed. So I'll select my Instagram account as well. So if you haven't done that, you may want to select that too. How do you want this displayed? I like mine as a single image or video. It's just automatically picking a picture here from a contest we did way back when at Halloween. So I'm going to clear that one because that's not going to work. add media and add an image. And if I go through here, here is one that I had selected for a list of homes that we wanted for buyers. So a great picture of a house that is actually in Parkview, and then I say in Parkview, here's a list of homes between $200,000 and $350,000. So then that way, it's when it's going through people's news feeds, they see this ad, they go, oh, Parkview is a popular neighborhood. It's got newer homes. It's close to shopping. I didn't realize you could get a house for $200,000 to $350,000 because the average price of a home in Parkview is over $400,000. So they're going to want to click on that, and then they submit their information, their name, their number, and their email address. And then from there, it automatically spits them out the ad that we have provided. And in return, we get their contact details. I can follow up with them and eventually turn them from a lead into a customer. And that's how this whole system works. Without going into too much detail in here, I really break this down in my course, but this is just a general overview to show you. And then from there, I've got a form. So you can actually go create a new form. There's two different options here. We've either got more value or higher intent. More volume, we'll just have people enter their email, their name, and their number and hit submit. The higher intent ones, it gives them another window where they have to confirm their details, where it says, are you sure you want to provide this information? And they have to click yes again. So Facebook sees that as higher intent because it's like the people that are going, yes, I really want this information. If it's more volume, maybe there's going to be somebody that goes there and be like, you know what, I decided I don't want to do this, and they click out. Well, then they didn't have as much of an intent. So you can kind of decide what you want. I usually leave mine higher volume. Now, if I just change this again, just so I know what it is. Oops. You can use the image from your ad. I always recommend doing that because it gives them some familiarity. If you change this up, then it looks different and they may think they were taken somewhere else and get confused. From there, we go to questions. This is where I add in the phone number. And you can rearrange it however you want. Maybe you want their name up here. So then they have to enter that in right there. This is how it'll look to them. Privacy policy, you need to have a privacy policy. So usually I recommend going to your actual website through your franchise, your company, click on the privacy policy in your website and paste it in there because you need to have that in there. Again, I'm not going to do that right now just because at least that gives you an idea. And then your thank you screen. So once they do click on download and they get the information, then it pops this up and says, thank you for downloading, we'll be in touch with you, or here's your list of homes, or whatever you want to provide in there. And when they do click the download, where does it take them? So I'll change view website to download. So they hit download. I usually put it in there too, just so they know what they're doing. Download. And then where does it take them? So this is where I would link them to either my website that has an auto search set up already, so they can go to that search. They go to that link and it just takes them right to that search. Here's the list of homes in this area, this price range. If you don't have that ability in your market, then I would make it live in Google Drive. So put a PDF document in Google Drive, fill it out with those list of homes, make that Google Drive document shareable, and then take that shareable link and paste it right in here. So when they hit download, it'll take them right to that link and they can download the file. So there you go. They submit their information. It gives them this download button. You've got their contact info, and in return, they can download that list. So pretty easy. And I mean, there is some more complexity to things. Like I said, I go through in the course, but this just at least gets you started. It gives you a good idea what you need. You hit confirm, and from there, your ad, it goes to Facebook and it gives them time to review it. So they want to review it, make sure you did everything correctly. Things like checking the special ad category and that you have everything in place so that they can approve it. Have you ever ran a Facebook ad before? If so, comment below and let me know. One I did the one recently here, which I was just showing you with the list of homes in Parkview. We had spent $100 right there. And then you can see the results. So impressions, it had 19,000. It reached 5,788 people, and we had 61 results. So 61 leads just from that. From there, So far, we're still working on it, but I believe we had for sure 2 people that will be converted. So you do the math. $100 spent, we get 2 sales from that. Money well spent, and we're just going to keep doing this again and again. And from there, the sky is the limit. So once we're in here, we can click on this, and it gives me the option, do you want to download this? And I can actually download it as a CSV or an XLS spreadsheet. Goes right into my computer. There I've got their name, their email, everything else. If you want to get more advanced, and that's something I teach in my course as well, is I go through and actually set these up so that this automatically goes into my CRM, which is RealVolve. If you want to click on the link up above right now, where I do review some CRMs, and in there I talk about RealVolve. So from there, when somebody submits their information about this ad, it automatically goes into my CRM. From there, my CRM sends them a video of me introducing myself, and then it goes through a 10-day drip campaign where it's constant, where it's always every day sending them a text message or an email until they get back to me. And from there, then I can reach out to them and get them in touch with one of our realtors so that they are taken care of. If you don't do that, you have to manually come in here just like I did to find the leads. Facebook does not notify you. So whether you set it up through your CRM like I said, or you set up through Zapier just to have it send you a notification in your email, this is something I highly recommend you do, because if you don't, these leads are going to have a tough time converting, because when a lead comes in, you are much better. Studies show you're much better to convert them if you reach out to them within the first 5 minutes. So you have to be quick on this, and that's why I've got it through my CRM. So even if somebody does this at 2 a.m, it's sending a message from me to them right away. That way, like I said, through my course that I talk about, it's called Facebook Leads on Autopilot. This is autopilot. They submit their information. RealVolve takes care of everything. I don't have to do a thing. I get a notification a lead just came in. I'm kept in touch. I know what's happening. I know the system's doing its thing. And then when they're ready to reach out, I'm there and available. So I can go about doing my business regularly, continue to help people buy and sell homes while I have new leads coming in on the back end. It's amazing. So there's a quick breakdown for you, how to set these up. Take the time, test it out, learn it. If you have any questions, let me know, and have fun with it. So now that you have walked through step by step on how to set up a Facebook ad, but maybe you're wanting a template to print or have as PDF to follow, then you're going to want to click on the the link in my description below to download my free Facebook lead ad checklist. And when you're done here, don't forget to check out my prior videos that I've done on Facebook ads. And if you did find this beneficial, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your fellow realtor friends.